Hey, welcome to my video Jellybrand Rail, where I talk about disused rail lines around Melbourne, Australia. So Melbourne is a city of 5 million people in Victoria, Australia. Here's a photo of it that I took from Clifton Hill, and here's our extensive passenger rail network. Today I'll be heading to Newport and Spotswood stations. They're on the Williamstown and Werribee line. In this section of track, there's an off track which headed off into the Newport Power Station and used to serve that, as well as other factories around the area in Newport. And a section of this track did run off and go back up towards Footscray. So as you can see here, I'm using an old map which is the Malways, which did show a lot of the old rail lines. It didn't have this one though, which went across to Blurb Street. But some of that track is still there. So join me as I walk these tracks. Okay, so looking north, just after that tree, that's Spotswood Station. And you can see the section of track there further up ahead where it will join back into the main line. So you can see 2 electrified tracks. And then this one here doesn't have an electric cable above it, but it does. The poles supporting the electric cables actually do go over this track. So maybe once upon a time there was electrified rail here, or they possibly were planning for it in the future. Let's walk up this track a bit. Now you can see there are some sections of this track that aren't well maintained. Track a bit for this train to pass. It's a city-bound train. Here it is now. Trains are quite frequent in this section. You do have express trains. That's an express train into the city. As you can see, it's not stopping at Spotswood. During peak hours, most Werribee trains are run express between Footscray and Newport. And then again, if they don't take the Altona Loop section, they're also running express from Newport as well. So let's see what this section of track is like. Quality. As you can see, the stones underneath this one are much smaller than your standard pebbles there. Let's get a bit more footage of this area here. Some nice graffiti. So we do find it interesting there's only 2 working sections of track here, knowing this used to also support the regional trains to Geelong. They now run through a different track, through completely different suburbs. But this was a very congested line when they used to run through here. And now when they need to close the new lines that they run, they can't run them through here at all, because since then they've increased the metro train timetable so much that there's pretty much not any capacity to run through. No, and you still get a few freight services through here. Or this is how trains get down to the depot in Newport as well. But you've got another freight line that runs off over there. You can't see it from here, but on the other side of this storage facility, there's another freight line that goes through to Sunshine. But it's only for freight services. Another train going past. So I just came off the track a little bit. Let's get back up on here now and follow the road. Follow the track, so to speak. It's quite rugged. Sections of the track no longer visible. this is where there was a crossing point. This is Hall Street in Newport. And the crossing point went over here. And you can't actually see any remnants of that in the road now. It's all asphalted over or being removed. Let's cross the road like a train into this section of land here. So I'm pretty sure we're allowed to walk into this little garden area. There's looking up back at the tracks. The dog's going berserk because you can see some rabbits. So yeah, there's another train. So, as I was saying, it is pretty frequent here, this line during peak times, and I think it's about 5 PM now, so maybe 6 PM. So yeah, you've literally got a train almost every 2 minutes. Let's walk up as far as we can along here. And this is as far as they would let us go. We've boarded that section off too. So this curves around. There's some section of sleepers that are still visible, just in the ground here. This section here, where the train line that runs through, you can still see a fenced off. Over this. The trucks are now coming in. It used to be where the trains would come in, and you can see the truck just ahead. And that section is this section which I've highlighted in red here, which crossed over Burleigh Street. Now I haven't gone to this other area closer to the river. There's not much track left there, but when you head up a bit further north towards Footscray, there is some sections of tracks that is still around, so I'm going to save that for another video just to keep this one short. Please like and subscribe if you would like to watch that video as well one day in the future. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.